Okay, my people, we're about to get this party started, and yeah, we're using a very cool team today. So we're gonna be featuring the Pheasant Dipiter. I've heard good things. I actually forgot to put these Tera types on here. So Weavile is supposed to be ice, so we're using loaded dice Weavile. Just know I coined it. All right, so when you see it taking over, just remember this moment. Mr. Jamvad was responsible. So Tera poison, I guess this would be water. I don't know, we'll just ghost. I want to experiment with low kick. We'll try that and see. No priorities, but we'll see. Me being Tera Dark in this particular game, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So T-Spikes would be lovely. We're facing Sticky Web, but you know, when you have that Cinderace, Sticky Web is on his back heels, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's break this down. Brody cannot guard against ghosts whatsoever, right? Whatsoever. If he wants to mindlessly hazard up these two, fine. Zapdos is well checked by Scorer. Scorer handles most of these afterwards. I'll let him do his work. Cinderace does its thing. Rotom checks Torterra if it Terras once I Terra, so I'm not too concerned about that. There's nothing on his team that is an overwhelming force for me. So what we're gonna end up doing is pheasant dipitying, right? Primarily because I expected this thing, and I want to encourage the Sticky Web, because I don't think this thing gets affected by my thing, and so this then encourages a U-turn on my end, and I can take advantage of the Sticky Webs as he goes to the treads. That's wonderful. That's just wonderful. It's amazing. So what this does is it allows for me to go score to get my Toxic Orb up, and then we're going to reposition into Rotom here on his Steel Beam most likely, or his Rocks. Bro does not care. Bro says we do not care. We do not care around these parts. So we're going to Hydro Pump here. There's no drought downside. Based on how he's playing, I don't think he has any real plan, unless there's something I'm missing. Because if he goes Ogerpon, it's an immediate core change, which allows my Dragapult to put you in the dirt. And also have Pheasant Dipity, which doesn't wall the fire. I believe I'm offensive ace as well, so that's also a thing. So it does go Ogerpon. Grass Fire, as we all know. I am offensive ace, which would mean that, what would I do? I'd force the Fire Stab. I have Ice Shard. So we'd go hard ace first for the core reason of I can take the hit. The only way he'd knock me out is with Trailblaze. I'm actually not me think I could U-turn out here, because he's going to try to power with me again. I could U-turn out here, or I could straight up attack him. I could just high jump kick, which would mean what? Because I'm looking at what I would need to win. If I get rid of the Ogerpon, I'm not going to get rid of it. So what I'll end up doing, I'm going to U-turn out on it. So he does go Rabombe, expecting the court change there, and he doesn't allow me to beat up on his Ogerpon, which is unfortunate, but I'll be back. So Rabombe is now very similar circumstance to the last time. The upside is that the Pheasant Dipity can repeatedly do this over and over again. Stun Spore is a thing. That is fine. Sunspore, Sticky Web. Interesting. Glide Course positioning is impeccable. Sunspore, Sticky Web, what? Moonblast, perhaps. So So we're end up doing, I'm gonna score first because again this positioning is impeccable, right? This allows for me to toxic straight up. It could be air balloon Goldingo. So it goes Galarian Zapdos and I miss, which is unfortunate. Great. Great, 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 wonderful, amazing, amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm being very sarcastic here because, you know, obviously we would have been in a great position. Hopefully we get the burn, I mean the poison here. Please, for the love of God, breakthrough. I don't know why he went to Ogerpon. Poison this fool. Now he's badly poisoned, which is amazing. That's incredible. That's amazingly, incredibly amazing. And I think at this point, the core change is warranted. I could knock him out. But his power whip might have been a roll. I doubt it though. So it goes for Bombay, which is amazing. So now I don't know how he's gonna force this Cinderace out because I'm gonna knock him out here as he webs back. I don't know if he thought that far ahead. But now the webs being equivalent means, I mean, I have rocks. That's why I'm like, why is he just mindlessly steel beaming and such? But webs being equal gives me a big advantage. And so now at this point, I could just Powerball straight up, honestly. I happen to be Blaze. Again, I'm supposed to be, let me think. No, Cinderace is too good. Whereas I can just go, it says Taunt Zapdos, Taunt Bulk Up, which is interesting. I'm actually Clear Body. I'm supposed to be Infiltrator. So Clear Body is actually going to be useful in this case because, you know, it doesn't allow me to get weakened by the... So Pheasantipede is not useful. I have a lot of defense. Thunderous Kicks gets a defense drop. Nice for him. There are a couple ways to go about this. I'll just Enox. I don't think there's too much downside to a Moonblast because it's super effective. And heck, I could have poisoned them there, which I think is super funny. Thunderous Kick. So this doesn't even look like it even. Look at Pheasantipede go. Poison him. Look at Pheasantipede go. I'd prefer a move that cannot miss. So we're gonna go Pult here. And I'm running Hex Specs Pult. Isn't that beautiful? Right? Because we have a lot of status. That's what I'm debating. I just threw this, I modified Joey's team, or whoever made Joey's team, because, you know, Joey doesn't make teams. Shout out to my boy PokeMD. That's my guy right there for life. So let's say he were to Tera Fairy here in order to survive. I don't think it would have mattered. I was like thinking about all of the possibilities, but this is a very status heavy team to go hard with the Pult Infiltrator. So I can see it really. Yeah, I think if I structure this team out properly, I could actually make it very problematic. Now, this is going to be a shorter live today, maybe even as short as 20 minutes. I have somewhere I have to be. But let's see. I had to look at something real quick. But I'm recording this at 7:36 in the morning. So we're going to pause until we find an opponent. All right, so we got Snow here. This is like not even Trick Room. This is that this Quick Claw team. I'm actually really excited to face this. This is going to be fun. Infiltrator, you know, doesn't give a damn. So we're going to be firing off several Draco Meteors repeatedly. I actually really like Pheasantipede's ability to poison things here. It's pretty much an inch short poison. And once Gambit gets smacked or somebody gets status, it's a wrap. Because then Pult just comes in. Weavile Swordsdance also can sweep after Tera. I have to be mindful of, you know, the trickery and whatnot, but beyond that. So let me see. He doesn't have anything to guard against Cinderace here. I'm still Blaze. I'm supposed to be which means my high jump kick isn't stab. I'm just thinking, what are all of my options here? Okay, so if he's gonna set up the Aurora Veil, so be it. What I can't have is his Ursaluna on me. So if he were to go for the Ninetales situation and mindlessly Aurora Veil, then so be it. The big issue would be, man, if we were actually normal Cinderace here, it'd be a blessing. Fezandipiti is who I'd want to be asleep most, but if he were to... Actually, no, Fezandipiti is fine. There's nothing he can reposition into that I can't deal with. Especially because I'm gonna steal his screens. Right, so if he goes for the Moon Blast, you know what I'm saying, the Hypnosis, right? Then at that point, because what you don't want is him hypnosising my Cinderace, then I'm not finished. But it's gonna be a lot harder of a game. And I can only burn his Gambit, can't poison it. And that's the primary response to my Dragapult Draco Meteors. Right, so I mean, he has the Ninetales as well, right? But people play their Ninetales, they just throw it in and just let it faint. So maybe we won't have to take the punishment for the bad abilities I have. So it seems like Brody either timed out, well, he clearly timed out, but what's the expression I'm looking for? He disconnected. There we go. We're gonna pause, and with no time, we're back again. I don't know how much speed Zamazenta's run. I know it can be faster than Weavile. I never learned what the stats distribution typically for that Pokemon is. And that matters because I technically could just Swords Dance and Weavile, sweep him turn one. Not literally turn one, but actually, if Empoleons or score leads, it could be turn one. I'm feeling as the great CTC would say, shiced right now, and I'm going to Fezandipiti versus this is pesky. Pult is gonna be key. I could see Garg, but Garg doesn't do well. So how do I want to win this? Pult, Hex Pult is the most dangerous. I can't do shit to Garganacl, obviously. Fezandipiti is going to be key to keep this at bay. Though I do have, again, Pult to blast through. I fixed the Infiltrator. Empoleon's annoying, but not crucial. You know what's actually a problem for him? My offensive Cinderace. Big issue. Let's see. It should tech here. I mean, if he just mindlessly, I say mindlessly because the risk versus reward one would assume is that if I attack into your Gliscor, you're finished, right? So now, what I'm thinking about is like, what if it's like, what would my counterplay to this be? I'm just gonna Tera, Garg. Look at this, bro. And Garg is my guy. You know that. I love you, Gargy. I love you. But we load the dice in this bitch. The likelihood of him being Tera Water is fairly low. I mean, Tera Water of all of the things. Tera Fairies high. It's fucking Tera Water. God damn. So he's probably gonna knock me out with Body Press here. Oh, it recovers. Okay, I'm fine with that. So I forced the Tera. Which means Zamazenta will always be Fezandipiti food. Oh man. Tera fucking Water. Wonder if that's standard. Either way. Saw Cure. fears knockoff. Just back into his Gliscor he goes. It's actually being Tera Water makes this a lot trickier of a game. It does open up my Draco Meteor a lot more, but damn. Because part of me doesn't want to set up rocks with him. But the fact that Salt Cure seems to be his primary move means it might be protect, curse, things of that nature. Seems to be max defense too. Or my opponent, I wouldn't want to lose my item. The reason I'm pausing is not just for this particular turn. I'm like scanning the entire game to see like what are all of the risk rewards, because I know Gliscor is coming in, and I was debating, okay, is it worth getting rocks up here? If I lose my dice here, it doesn't matter too much because yeah. So as you see, I've read every move he's made thus far. He doesn't want me Swords Dancing again, so he has to go hard. So his boots is Amazenti, which is wonderful because the Pheasant Dipiter gets to come out and there's no drawback unless this is like Psychic Fangs or something. Crunch, yeah, that shit does nothing. And this is wonderful because it allows for me to U-turn here, and we're back to Weave Out we go. Back to Weave Out we go. Guess we're just gonna Icicle Spear spam. I didn't expect Tusk. Tusk is insane. Bro's really shook. Like, what is he doing? Like, Tusk is never a play there. You've already Tera too. I mean, I know I don't have my, what's it called anymore. But if I get 5 hits there, you're finished. Or if I SD and get 5 hits, you're finished. So he must want to rapid spin, and, you know, I'm okay with that because I have a Cinderace. This is his rocker. Let's see. Rotom is a massive problem for him. Massive nuisance. Hydro Pump here, there's no drawback. Everything he could go into can get Volt switched upon. Unfortunately, you know, I'm gonna get knocked off here, but Rotom is too important to remember. And unfortunately, I cannot get rid of his these, I've seen these run Flip Turn a lot lately as well. Can't get rid of his he does Flip Turn. I don't agree with Flip Turn there, but I covered for it with Score. Because positionally, the only thing he can go into on Score is because he doesn't know my set, right? I could have rocks. I mean, I could have. Bro has made like some of the worst plays I've ever seen. First and foremost, he went to score Tusk on my Weavile and then Stealth Rocked on my Weavile, which would just kill his Tusk if I just stayed into attack. You know, just silliness all around. So Ice Spinner is coming out here for sure. Oh, he Rapid Spins. Okay. Even if he were to Ice Spinner, it would knock me out. But I don't get why you'd even prioritize. Right? I think bro just doesn't know what to do. I have a Cinderace, which is why I'm like, Rapid Spinning and trading for Toxic Tusk is wonderful for me. That's a great thing. Very interesting decisions thus far. I mean, even if he has knock, he wouldn't use it here, so Score should be coming out, right? And I think it's time to Tera. Because it allows me to always come in on the Score. Well, yes, knockoff, which is annoying. Knockoff protect. He does go Empoleon. I didn't expect Empoleon there. I do need my Does he not have knockoff? I mean, certainly he'd roost now. Okay. Let's see if he has knockoff or if it's CC or something. Okay. I'm okay with all of these outcomes. I'm okay with all of these outcomes. Especially Garg. Especially Garg, which is such a problem for me. Especially Garg. So it's funny because if I had taunt on this pesky ass score, so it's no split F Garg. Empoleon is weakened to the point where my Dragapult will soon be able to Draco spam. I just gotta time this properly so it does mindlessly cure the salt. Very well then. Based on how he plays, he's definitely gonna leave this in. Even if he were to go to Empoleon, it would allow me to heal my, get the rocks up on the Cinderace. I need the rocks gone. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna even recover. Oh, he does. Okay, he's wisened up. And I'm okay with that because I have counterplay for the Salt Cure if I need to. So Draco Meteor does 69. He's used 3 recovers. Salt Cure. Okay, that's fine. We'll do some subtle damage here. 21 is plenty, so it's Curse. Okay. Just needed to confirm for sure. Because he's just going to Salt Cure spam. Pheasantipede is important. Oh, he has Earthquake. Well, I knew he had Earthquake actually. I knew he had Earthquake. Okay. He's leaving this in. Yes, which means my Pult can attack now. It's a big turn. Zama can't even knock me out, but the crunch is heavy duty boost. I doubt it's I don't think it can knock me out. I mean, crunch. Okay. This is good because I get to U-turn out into Dragapult here. ECC shit. Well, thankfully I survived that. Now Pult is a fucking monster. This is a KO every time. Probably going Goldengo, but I mean you'd be an absolute brain dead person to go Garganical here. Goldengo is actually troublesome if he goes to it. I might not knock it out with... This guy is so bad and it's fucking paying off. It is killing me, boy. I don't know if I can win anymore now. That is insanely frustrating, bros. We're gonna have to turn up big time. I'm gonna have to turn up big time. Cause he just gave me a very fucking hell Dragapult. So once I killed Empoleon, I said Dragapult was gonna be a menace. It's not over, but you know, it's just very difficult now. I wouldn't be shocked to see him knock, but I have no reason not to Hydro Pump again. Very low risk for me. Kills me when Pult. Yes, please hit. So he's max for def. Okay. Because Weavile is still a huge issue. That's why the Zama getting fucking... It's just so annoying. Like I had all this structured out. That's why the Zama is so fucking frustrating. All this was structured out in my mind for how I intended to destroy this. But that's Draco Meteor for you, right? Tusk. Okay. If he gets rocks up, then that's bad for me. But beyond that, this is a waste of a turn. So based on how he plays, I'll encourage him to. I doubt he has CC. If he has CC, I could lose. I mean, who runs fucking fighting move? If he goes down with, so be it. Rapid spin. He doesn't get it, does he? I say that because the more you rapid spin, the more I get to be able to court change the stuff back. Now you got rid of your rocks. Sure, it keeps Weavile at bay a little bit, but not enough. We always just go for. I won't tech. He's attacking straight up. I guess we're just gonna get all our health back here. Garganical makes sense, but yeah, this is where the pult is, because I needed something to hit this heavily. First Tera Water was a God. I don't regret the Icicle Spearing because I haven't seen Tera Water in quite some time. Obviously, Tera Water is Nightmare versus other Gargs, and it's a Nightmare versus Ogerpon. So Tera Water was not like his team gets 6-0'd by Ogerpon, so I didn't expect Tera Water. If he saw cures, I'm finished. I think I'm already finished anyway. But based on how he plays, I might be able to get him to choke. What would I need for him to do to choke? Get my Weavile going. So cures is expected. Should double cure, but yeah, curses. I needed him to do that. Maybe there's hope now. Nah, there's no hope. Yeah, I needed my fucking Pult. So Pult being alive, I think this game was guaranteed. But that's Draco, right? You're gonna miss 10% of the time. So yeah, Pult, Zama dies, Pult doesn't die, and the combination of Rotom score and but it's actually a really good example of the post I made the other day about things being out of our control, because there are so many mistakes my opponent made this game that could have lost him the game, and something out of his control and my control kept him in it. Plus this is a nightmare matchup for me, Tera Water Garg, and so because I'm thinking through the game, I don't think we made a single turn of. I don't think we made a single misplay this turn. I mean, this game. I'm like scanning in my brain. Yeah, I can't win. There's no win con for me. So we're gonna end it there because, as I said, I gotta go. Gotta get ready right now. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that live. Tough last game. Because I think it's probably the easiest game we had today. Not from a matchup standpoint, Tera Water Garg is a tough matchup. For that reason, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'd take off. If I were to make this team a serious team, we'd obviously not use Pheasantipity. But I do think there's something to be said for the hex score Gliscor, I mean Hexpult Gliscor combination that's going to be coming many people's way. So definitely look out for that. Also, Tera Weaver is going to be that guy. So watch out for that as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.